Murray now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Murray. Going up top. This is intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here we go again. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey! We begin to tear you up. Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. Thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Back to Mixon on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and long.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? Back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
This is Breida. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Murray dancing to his left. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And it's caught. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
On the double. March 43. Hey, exit. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
2nd and 11. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A gain of 6 there on first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing is Murray on third down. He's going to let this go for the end. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. That would complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Here's Breida. He's got a first down past the 30 and finally brought down at the 34-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it's going to be 2nd down.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Able to find Isabella. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, here's Breida. And some space here. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. second down. Murray sets to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
43 is the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, check. 43. Hey, orbit. Check, check. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jordan Hicks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
All day, baby, all day. Go. 57's the mic.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Returnable for Grant. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double dog, that's the way. Check, crunch.
They run with Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run with Mixon. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Murray now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's going to be a long day.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go,
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. The Bills have taken the lead late in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
43's the mark. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Back to throw here. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Check, 43. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Don't let him breathe. Hey, wahoo.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Eli Harrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
43's the Mike. 40.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Mike 57.
Now back to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
70, Indy. 5.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Ron. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. By the way, they're into the 2nd half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Check down to Breida. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Open man is Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll drop the throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bullet good on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 39, Murray finds his tight end Ingram, and he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And an alley to run. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. Checking in on Houston, it's in the 4th quarter there. And another score by the Texans, so they've added on to their lead. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Hey, high 7.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, Orbit. 43's the mic. 43, look at me. Zipper. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 43's the mic.
He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And they will fire. Get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Back to throw it, Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end that feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Got a man open. It's Ross. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
57's right. 57's the mic. 57's
They'll set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to take this one back to 36-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Everyone's got four down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man is Ross, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Let's go.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Mike's 43. On the ball. Go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Another nice gain, 16 yards there. And a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His pass caught at the 4. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, team 6. 57. Mike, 57.
2nd and 3. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that one cuts this to a 17.